So the ICP chart is in an unchanged situation, a very, very weak chart, hasn't shown any strength since the November top. And, you know, that's why we do the work. That's why we track here the microstructures basically nearly every day, you know, across the sectors, because we need to understand if a move to the upside is a 3-wave move or if it's a 5-wave move. And ICP has clearly bounced only in 3 waves all the way up here to round about $9.90. And the pullback from there clearly is only a 5-wave decline. So we have 5 waves down into support between 227 and 385. So that's our support zone. It's not a support zone where I would say we have a really high likelihood of starting a 3rd wave from. I mean, it's 3 waves up only. So the only way really we could form a larger bullish pattern is if we form a larger diagonal pattern, maybe, you know, where all the subwaves are corrective, but without any break of resistance now or even a reaction to support, that remains super speculative, and I'd say rather the alternative. What we would need to see next anyway is a bounce from here to get a better understanding of where we are, because at the moment the structure isn't changing. We would get some new data if the price could give us a bounce from here so that we can identify whether this really is white wave 2 and could then lead to a further downside in the white count, which I would expect at the moment, yeah, based on 3 waves up and 5 waves down. Or, I mean, if I see an upside impulse, it's worth exploring again the idea that maybe we've started an A wave in the 3rd wave. So that's possible, of course. You know, if we follow here the pathway to higher prices, an A wave can be an impulse. So that would help us distinguish between these 2 scenarios. But the white count is preferred. So I would at the moment expect the move here to unfold as an ABC structure in wave 2. But it's not even clear if the wave 2 has actually started, right? So very, very weak chart. So just waiting for some momentum to show. At the moment, white count remains preferred with the potential of a bounce into the $5.03 to $7.83 area.